Good afternoon. My name is Michael Miller. I've been a resident of HCR since 2009 is when we first moved in here. We moved into the Mesas. We moved away from here, thought we might be aging out of here. That's a little quick introduction, right?
Yeah, just
Okay. I'm sorry, we're having a back and forth here. And I was first. And then we realized we missed everything about HCR and our friends here. We moved back here in 2018. I now live in the Ridge.
perfect. We're going to go ahead and get started with the questions, okay? So how long have you lived in HCR and what neighborhood are you in?
All right, well, I just answered that in my introduction. Last moved in here in 2022, and we live in the Ridge right now.
Okay. What committees have you served on?
Right now, I'm on the I want to say architectural. No, I'm on the advisory committee. I'm sorry. I go architectural. I'm going alphabetical there.
And what is your role on that committee?
I'm just a committee member. I joined it this year.
Perfect. How many committee meetings have you attended?
Well, in the last probably year, I've attended the majority of the meetings of the Finance Committee, the Common Area Committee, and the Building Committee, because those are the three that seem to be doing most of the activity and spending most of the money here, and I was very concerned about what they were doing.
What board of directors have you served on, if any?
I have never served on a board of directors.
Okay. Have you participated in any Community Association Institute CAI activities or training? If so, explain.
No, I have not.
Okay. Have you read the HCR CC&R and bylaws?
I have.
Okay. What is required to amend the articles of this HCR CC&Rs?
A majority of the residents need to vote for it, which is 50% plus one of the number of households we have.
Okay. What is required to amend the use restrictions in Exhibit B of the CC&Rs?
Again, that's because that's part of the CCR is the same requirement. Any amendment to any part of the CCRs is the same requirement.
What is required to amend the HCR bylaws?
That requires the board, a majority of the board members.
What is required to amend the design guidelines?
Again, a majority of the board members.
What funds does the Finance Committee assist the board with managing?
The budget of the community, where the money is being spent, how it's being spent, to ensure it's being spent properly.
What investments are permissible for the association funds?
They have to be low risk, government secured, which means right now they're money markets and certificates of deposit.
Okay. What is the deadline for preparation of the budget?
It has to be completed by the last board meeting of the year in December before the new fiscal year begins in January.
Have you read the Texas Property Code section 202, 204, 207, or 209?
Oh yes, I have.
Okay. Texas Property Code 209 lists 15 items that the board must vote on in an open meeting. Please name 3 of those items.
The budget, changes to the assessments, anything that changes the monetary requirements of residents, such as the fine policy.
Okay. Name 2 of the Texas Property Code 209 allows the board to consider an executive session.
Those would be the fines and appeals to those fines.
What is a 209 hearing?
It's where on a private basis, anyone who's being levied a fine for something they've done that's against the rules, has an opportunity to be heard, their case to be heard before a decision is made.
What is the relationship between the community manager and the members of the board? Specifically, who directs the community manager?
The president of the board directs the community manager.
What is the relationship between the board members and the CCMC staff members? Specifically, who directs the actions of the staff?
The CCMC manager.
Have you ever been fined or sued by the HOA?
No.
Okay. Have you ever brought a lawsuit against the HOA or demanded that the HOA enter arbitration over a claim you made?
No.
What future amenities would you like? Would you support in HCR?
Well, I believe that we need to have some interaction with our members, the residents of the community, to see what they support, what they'd like to have, and then do an assessment to see what these potentially could cost. And then again, I'd like to see the community as a whole step up and try and give us an idea. I don't think it's up to the board to make a decision like that without very strong and broad community input.
Well, Mike, I would like to thank you, and this concludes your interview.
Oh, that's a 22?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.